We have updates now to some breaking news overnight. Rochester police responded to a shooting on Norfolk Place.
When they got there, they found a man, 39 years old, wounded, shot at least once. He was taken to the hospital for what's described as a non-life-threatening injury. RPD is still investigating leads. No one in custody. Asking anyone with information that can help to please call 911. One man does have life-threatening injuries after getting hit while on a bike here in the city. Officers say that was around 10:30. The bicyclist was hit near Ward Street on North Clinton Avenue. They say the 52-year-old was riding in the road when it happened. The driver in the striking car stayed on scene. RPD says charges are expected to be filed after police checked the driver for signs of impairment. An overnight crash, we've got updates on that. There were injuries involving a motorcycle and a vehicle that collided in Bushnell's Basin. Deputies shut down Route 96 between Fishers and Park Roads around 10 o'clock. Our News 8 crew there saw one car crashed into the trees on the side of the road and that motorcycle there off on its side. They have not released any more details on how many people were involved or extent of injuries. That area has since been cleared.
Reactions coming in over Israel launching a major military attack on Iran in what the Jewish state has called a preemptive strike as Tehran moves towards nuclear capability. Iranian state television says that the head of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps was among those killed in the strikes. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says that the operation, quote, will continue for as many days as it takes to remove this threat.
Happening this afternoon, the Rochester Amherst are having a celebration of life ceremony in honor of the Team Hall of Famer Scott Metcalf. He died suddenly last week at just 58. It is a 3-hour event open to the public. If you want to go, it begins at 1 o'clock downtown at Blue Cross Arena.
Turning to some continuing coverage now, as it's the second year in a row that RG&E and NYSEG have failed to meet customer service standards set by New York State, which has resulted in a combined $20 million in penalties. Water, gas, and electric utilities in New York are all given goals by the Public Service Commission, which they are expected to meet in order to maintain their highest level of shareholder earnings possible. But if they don't meet those goals, they're penalized, and the shareholder earnings are then rerouted to the utility customers they serve. RG&E failed to meet both its compliance rate and its consumer satisfaction rate. Thursday, RG&E responded to our questions about the annual report, saying the utility company saw this coming.
It's only 52 complaints for NYSEG and for RG&E. And of those 52 complaints, we know that a lot of them is centered around billing. And it doesn't mean that there was something the company did wrong with that. It only means that the customer wasn't satisfied with that decision. So I just want to be clear, even though we have 52, not all of them are things that we did incorrectly. It was a significant portion of them were just customers that did not agree with that decision.
The PSC says the penalty for RG&E rerouted customers, the penalty that will be rerouted to the customers, rather, it'll automatically credit either on a payment plan if you're on one, or it will be deferred until the next rate change case.
News 8, your local election headquarters, and this weekend you can watch our town hall with moderator Adam Chodak featuring Mayor Malik Evans and the two Democratic challengers this year, City Council member Mary Lupian and businessman Shashi Sinha. That's coming up here on News 8 tomorrow night at 7. And a reminder, early voting for the June 24th primary. That window opens tomorrow. Your sunrise traffic here at 6:52. No accidents showing up on our map. Traffic volume building there, final day of the work week and school week, but everything's moving along just fine, passing by the ballpark. Speaking of, right there at the stadium for the next 24 hours, the Red Wing staff, fans stepping up, they're getting in a ton of steps.
Right, we try to get to our 10,000, so why not do it for a good cause at the annual intentional walk, trying to raise money for charity there. Ron Spitzer, live at the ballpark. Ron, I'm wondering how many steps you have so far.
You know, I don't know. I don't have any of my devices on, which is really inconvenient for me right now, but hopefully the phone does a good job. We're still here with Dan Mason, the general manager of the Rochester Red Wings. Can you tell us what the intentional walk is all about?
It's about raising money and raising awareness for local not-for-profits, and this year we're highlighting our friends at Challenger Baseball along with Wegmans. We're raising money by doing a 24-hour walk, and tomorrow it'll end up, the kids from Challenger Baseball will get to play some games out here on the field. And, you know, we're just excited to get out here and walk for the next 23 hours.
Okay, so we're already here, obviously, but you're watching this at home and you're like, this looks awesome and it's for a good cause, I want to join, can you still do that?
Absolutely. There's a couple different ways. You can Venmo us. Fans can go to redwingsbaseball.com and get more information on the intentional walk and how you can help us. If you're here tonight at the ball game, you can sign up. You can pay $10 to walk for 10 minutes here at the game tonight. And then we'll be doing a raffle tonight and tomorrow and Sunday to raise money for the Intentional Walk Fund. And then on the 4th of July, the players will be wearing patriotic jerseys. We'll be raffling those off, and all the proceeds are going to benefit the Intentional Walk as well.
So you guys have been doing this for 4 years at this point. Why take something like this on?
Well, we wanted to do sort of a signature event. You know, we want to be a lot more than just a baseball team. We want to be woven into the fabric of this community, and we want to help out people that need a little help, whether it's publicity or whether it's funds. You know, everybody in town, you know, a lot of not-for-profits could use a hand, and we're happy to help out our friends at Challenger Baseball this year. Yeah,
and I would say that the community really loves when the Rochester Red Wings are involved in so much good. Thank you so much for being with us this morning, Dan.
Thanks.
We appreciate it. Guys, there's the walk. Don't forget, if you want to join, you can still do that. For now, back to you.
Keep going, Ron. 23 hours to go.
I was about to say, you're not allowed to stop. This is now part of your shift.
That's awesome. I half expected Dan Mason. He's so great to show up in like a suit and tie.
All right, to like keep walking.
Or the mascot uniform or anything. That's
Love
fun.
it.
That's fun. Maybe going out there, taking in some of that with Dad this weekend.
It looks like the sun was starting to peek out just at the end of that shot, so that's always a good thing. Got a mixture of sun and clouds for today, an isolated chance of a shower, and that's really going to be the story throughout much of the weekend. Temperatures stay on the colder side, but overall we're going to start to see those temperatures slowly rise back up, 70s to start off the week, back to the 80s for much of the week, I guess we could say. Official start of summer, we can call it Friday the summer solstice, longest day of the year, so we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
We certainly will.
That does it for us. Happy Father's Day.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, X, and on our app for news and weather.